graders several weeks ago. I shared with them my out-of-body experiences as we were talking about what causes anxiety and what stresses third graders out. And after I shared my experience with these third graders, the hands started popping up. And they wanted to share. And so some of the things that came out were things like this. I can see lights. And all of their classmates were like, that's cool. No rejection, no judgment. We're still in the realm. They're kind of just testing the act. But they're still in enlightenment. They're just testing it. Am I the opinions of the world around me? Is the outside world more important than the inside world? They're in that place of transition, of comparison. But yet they still believe. And so the hands started going up. I can see people's guardian angels. Really, what's that like for you? I can see your angel standing behind you right now. He said, one time when I was in Elitch's, my angel was behind me. And you should have seen his classmates pulling in. Total belief. No skepticism going on there. They're just completely supporting him in an environment of belief. And it's amazing how many mountains are moved in an environment of belief. And he said, I was standing in Elitch's, and all of a sudden I saw this arm come out on my right side, pointing in the direction of this little boy who had fallen. And I heard in my ear, go help him. And so I looked around because he said, I was embarrassed. So that shows that he's stepping a little bit into the act. The embarrassment is fueled by what people think. It goes from the ego, as you know. I know I'm preaching to the choir here. I can see that in your faces. You understand what I'm saying here. And so he went over and helped this little boy up. And he said, I was embarrassed because I saw this hand. And I started looking around to see if anybody else saw this. And nobody else saw it. And I said, hold on to this. Do not forget that you can see the unseen. Do not forget. If you remember on a daily basis, and you ask God, who has created another beautiful day in Colorado, my whole tribe is in New York City, so they think I'm just visiting here. As you know, with New Yorkers, they think the sun rises and sets. When I talked to them today, they're like, we're in our 10th day of rain. And I said, we're having another sunny day. We live in a beautiful place. It's easy to tune in.